Alright guys, Legion here, back with another video. With the release of CHANGLI nearly 2 weeks away in Wuthering Waves version 1.1, it is time to get ready. In this video, I will tell you guys everything you need to know on how to pre-farm for her, all the materials you will need for the Ascensions, to upgrade her FORTE abilities, the ECHOS you should be getting, and which weapons you should be getting ready. If you guys want to keep being updated on everything Wuthering Waves, like and subscribe and have those notifications on. There's a lot of new stuff coming soon and I will be here to cover it. Okay, now to pre-farm for CHANGLI. I'ma start by telling you guys all her Ascension materials. To get her all the way up to level 80, you will need the following: 12 basic ring, 4 crude ring, 12 improved ring, 60 Pavo Plum, 46 Rage Tacit Core, 170,000 Shell Credit, and 4 Tailored Ring. Now, let's talk about where to get these materials. The Rage Tacit Core should be the easiest to farm among these materials, as you can get it by beating the Inferno Rider boss in this area right here. The good thing about this is that the Inferno Rider is actually her best in slot 4 cost echo, so you can do both of these at the same time. The rings are also quite easy to get. You just have to go around the map and farm the exile enemies, which are super easy to find. You can even track them using the echo track system. And now the hardest material to farm is the Pavo Plum. These are specific to the new region that came with the 1.1 update, located in the new Mount Firmament map, which is to be located at this part right here. You guys can go find it around this area. Now that we got the Ascension materials out the way, let's go over the CHANGLI FORTE materials. You will need the following: all the rings and all the metallic drip, 230,000 Shell Credit, and 26 Sentinel's Dagger. The metallic drip are quite easy to get. Basically, all you have to do is go to this forgery challenge right here and spend your daily energy, and in a few days you'll for sure have enough to get decent levels on her abilities. But make sure to pre-farm at least a full week on these, because all the way up to level 80 does take a lot. And now the Sentinel Dagger, this is from the new weekly boss, so pretty simple. You just have to beat the weekly boss 3 times a week and you should be set. Alright, so we got all the materials you need to fully ascend and upgrade CHANGLI. Now let's talk about which echoes you should be pre-farming for her. CHANGLI is going to be a sword element fusion unit, so naturally you want to farm the 5-piece fusion echo set, and as mentioned earlier, the Inferno Rider will be her best in slot 5-piece echo, so try getting a good crit rate and crit damage Inferno Rider for her to use. And with the free cost, it's pretty simple. You want the fusion damage stat and the attack percent. Preferably you do want fusion damage, as it does scale higher. But of course, if the decent attack percent is all you have for now, that will work as well. CHANGLI is a main DPS and can work as a sub DPS, as she does have support capabilities. So try getting the substats on your echoes with as much damage as possible. Get things like crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, basic attack damage, and skill damage, as her skill will hit really hard. So you do want skill damage over basic attack damage and the ult damage, I would say. But still, just try to get as much attack as possible. And of course, the 1 cost echo, you do want to go with the attack percent on them. But alright. Let's talk about CHANGLI's weapons. Which weapons you should be upgrading in anticipation to CHANGLI, or should you just be going for her main weapon? Well, let's talk about it. There's a lot to go over. I'm going to go over her main weapon. I'm going to go over all the other sword weapons in the game. So let's start with her main weapon. It looks quite insane, guys. It has a attack percent main stat, which at first glance doesn't seem like anything too crazy, since, you know, crit damage and crit rate main stat are way better. But now let's take a look at the passive on this weapon. This is what makes the weapon quite busted. It has a 8% crit rate, so pretty damn good for the weapon to come with both crit rate and attack percent main stat is really good and will make building CHANGLI a lot easier. And if I read the rest of the passive on the weapon, dealing damage will increase Searing Feather by 1 stack, gaining a stack every 0.5 seconds, and when you use her skill, it increases these stacks by 5. Each of these stacks of Searing Feather increases her skill damage bonus by 4%, and it can stack up to 14 times. Insane, guys. Her skill with this weapon is gonna do a massive amount of damage. Getting the full stacks on her weapon gives her a massive 56% damage bonus on her skill. Keep in mind, once you reach full stacks, the effects will reset within 10 seconds and you'll have to farm up again. But the scaling of this weapon is nuts, and CHANGLI will for sure be insane with it. So alright, we established her signature weapon is pretty damn good with her. But is CHANGLI gonna be fine with the other sword options of this game, or is she reliant on her main premium weapon? Let's take a look. For those who got Emerald of Genesis from the banner or took it from the 5-star weapon selector, then you're in luck. This weapon has massive value on CHANGLI, being a crit rate main stat weapon, giving CHANGLI some energy regen and some attack every time she uses her skill, and of course it's a 5-star weapon, which has high base stats, giving her a lot more damage. And getting the attack from her skill is quite nice as she does rely on her skill a lot. But is this weapon comparable to her signature weapon? I would say no. The damage fall off is insane because you only get a little attack percent from this weapon. Meanwhile, her signature weapon gives like a ton of straight up damage bonus. But it is still a pretty damn good option for CHANGLI. If you still have your selector, I'd recommend picking up this weapon for her. You do not need her signature if you have this one, in my opinion. But of course, if you want to maximize your damage on CHANGLI, her signature weapon is by far her best in choice, and it's not even close. Alright, let's take a look at the 4-star options that you can run on CHANGLI. I know some of you do not have any good 5-star options and might have taken another weapon type with the weapon selector. So CHANGLI can run the Lumming Gloss and the Commando of Conviction, which comparing them to the 5-star options, the damage does fall off severely, but if there are your only option and you can't use the 5 stars, you only have either the Commando of Conviction or the Lumming Gloss, then don't worry, they are still usable and CHANGLI will do just fine with these weapons. But yeah guys, this concludes my CHANGLI pre-farm guide. Only 2 weeks left, so good luck to you all. I hope you guys get good rolls on your relics. And if you guys enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. I will do my best to keep you guys updated every single day on this game. And as soon as some insane news drops, I'll be here. So thanks for watching guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.